All right, welcome, 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 everybody. So glad to have you all this afternoon. Such a special time. Every Monday, we're here at the same channel, same station with this dynamic woman who is just a rock star in my mind, because she's known all over the country, and we're so privileged to have her. She is a professional cosmetologist, educator, platform artist, motivational speaker, and she's a certified trichologist. And she is our VP of the hair division here at Akana. So welcome everybody, Ms. Doris Mosley. Ms. Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Roz. You are awesome from the day I met you to today, and I know you will continue. Today, I am going to be talking more about traction alopecia. And let me just tell you, alopecia is just a medical term for baldness. So if you go to the doctor saying that, and they give you a diagnosis that you have alopecia, just don't accept that. Ask them to get to the root of the problem, because that's the only way you're going to get rid of it, slow it down, or stop it totally, okay? So, and it can be partial, or it can be a complete absence of hair from areas of the body where it's normally grown, and it is baldness. Now, there are three types of alopecia. It is alopecia areata, and that is where the hair is bald in patches. It's alopecia totalis, which there's no hair on the entire head. Sometimes the eyebrows and eyelashes are affected. Then you have alopecia universalis, which is total hair loss all over the body. Now, you were born with about 5 million follicles, and the follicle is what houses that strand of hair, which that's where the nourishment comes in at. And if you lose that follicle, you have lost a strand of hair, never to return. It's just like I call it the follicular hysterectomy. So you don't want to lose one strand. I tell people, you don't want to lose a strand. And most of the time, you don't know how much you have lost until you have really gotten to 51% on the losing side. Because once you pass 40, things start to change. We have to pay close attention. That's why it is important to get your scalp analyzed. And we're getting ready to start that very soon, where we're going to have healing hair days, healing hair sessions. So you can get an opportunity to have the scalp analyzed, so you can see whether or not you have clogged pores. Clogged pores, whether you have distance between, how far the distance is between the follicle, and if there's inflammation present. Those are three things that I can say you're on your highway to hair loss. And we want to do some detouring. Detouring is when we want to get into the product that Akana has presented to us, and that is to save our strands. It's very, very important. This, what you're looking at on the screen now, is hair loss, female and male pattern baldness. Usually when the male pattern baldness, it starts basically in the center and spreads out. Usually when there's male pattern baldness, they end up with no hairline. Now you see that a lot in men. It's just like totally bald. And then you end up having no hairline. The male is just strictly bald. Then the female usually ends up with a hairline. That's how you can tell the difference between the two. Is the hairline is usually there for the female, but for males, it usually just slick. You see that a lot. And when they get to that point where there's no sign of any hair, then you know that there's no return for that, okay? Yeah, now it's up on the screen, the three types of hair loss, the areata, totalis, and universalis. Those are the three types that you see. Now, I know when you guys get off this Zoom today, you're probably gonna start looking more at the head and see, do they have alopecia areata? And then that's those patches. And you're gonna say, oh no, they have alopecia totalis. They don't have no hair on the head. Then you're gonna look a little closer, you wanna see eyebrows, you wanna see eyelashes, you're gonna say, I wonder if they have alopecia universalis. But this one young lady, I'll never forget, I was analyzing her at an event, scoping her scalp, and she had the size of about a quarter missing, totally missing. And I said to her, I said, what happened? I see you have a patch out here in the back. And she said, yes. She said, my hairstylist took my hair out there when she took my weave out. Well, being able to read scalps to the degree that I'm able to, I said to her, I said, you know what? What I really want you to do is go to a dermatologist, go to your dermatologist and have them to do a biopsy of this area. Because I didn't buy the fact that her hairstylist took it out. It didn't look like that. And so it was like grayish, blackish looking, and it was slick. I told her, I said, go get ask for a biopsy. And she did. She called me back when she got her results back. And she said, Doris, I have first stage lupus. Now, just think, if she had not gone to a dermatologist thinking that her hairstylist did that, she would have been further along, maybe second stage lupus by the time she got to get on top of that. But she was able to get on top of it in first stage. And so the doctor started treating her, but she had what she was diagnosed with was discoid lupus, which affects her skin. So you want to make sure if you decide to become a Healing Hair Day consultant, you're going to learn as much as you can about what could be going on with the scalp and with the hair, because we are about saving strands, not about adding more attention to it. And hair loss it's big business. It is big business. I mean, billions of dollars. Every time you look on the internet, somebody got something going. And the main thing that really bugs me out is that a lot of it is not true. And so here at Akana, we're going to tell you the truth as we know it. We're not going to diagnose, we're not going to treat. I like to come with testimonies, people who have experienced the company sincerity of saving your strands. And in 5 Americans are losing. I mean, 1 in 5 Americans are losing their hair. It is now considered an epidemic. Just like we just went through the pandemic, it's an epidemic. My friend Connie, who owns the school in Atlanta, she said, where blood does not flow, hair will not grow. This picture you're looking at right now is the hair growth cycle, which is in the anagen stage. That's where it's growing at. If you look at that stage, it has plenty blood supply, and the blood is what nourishes that area. And if you can keep it in there for the 2 to 7 years, that's how long your hair will grow. Now, hair grows about 6 inches a year, okay? And some people say in 2 weeks they have their hair back. Well, I personally don't believe that because of the science of it. But if you look at this picture, where blood is flowing heavily, the strand stays in that area longer. Then you have the catagen phase, which is transition over to that phase. And it can last up to 10 days. It can last up to longer, but if you see the blood supply is leaving that area. Then it goes into the telogen phase, which it's totally disconnected from the blood. And that is where you have the shedding. Now, when I go through the hemp powered hair, I'm going to let you know what oil, organic certified oil in there that helps in that area. And it lasts for about, 3 months? So, but it's constantly shedding, and you can lose up to 50 to 100 strands a day. Now, what happens? It just circles right back around and starts all over again. It's never a time when you will see a person totally bald, then the hair come back. No, that's not how it works. It constantly cycling around and around. But in that anagen phase, as long as you can keep it in that phase, the longer the hair will grow. And so that's our goal. Our goal is to keep it healthy, and a healthy body, healthy scalp promotes healthy hair. That's the hair growth cycle. And we already talked about that, the follicles. There are over 5 million follicles over the entire body. That's what you're born with. At least 100,000 of those make it to the head. Now, 100,000, you want to keep it there. Then we have this reason for hair loss, okay? We have food, our diet. Dr. Prince talked about that, keeping a healthy body, getting our flat belly lifestyle going, getting our eating for our blood type going. That helps keeps our follicles alive, keep them well, and keep them producing healthy hair. Then we go into, there's 6 reasons really, and that is diet. Then we have, and then again with the diet, we want to stay away from animal fat. Animal intake, we're taking on the hormones of the animal, and you definitely don't want that. Then we have medical, okay? And medical is you know, what's happening in the body. Medication that we're taking. A lot of the medications that we take has side effects. Side effects is one of them is hair loss. So we want to kind of look out for that we don't look at your medicine description when you get it from the pharmacist and see if hair losses went up. This one stylist told her audience that she had a client who was taking diabetic medicine, and she told the client to stop taking the medicine because it was taken out of her hair. I was like, you cannot do that. The doctor have to tell the client what they need to do to get off the medicine and let them go that route, but not just to tell them because they're losing their hair. I said, girl, that client gonna end up in a casket with a head full of hair, but her life will be gone. So you wanna make sure. And then we have, and another thing, chemotherapy. I had an opportunity to interview an oncologist because I was interested in knowing at what stage do we start losing our hair with chemotherapy. And she said it starts at the cellular level. Now, if it starts at the cellular level, that means when it comes back, it's coming back at the cellular level. And most of the times when a person has returning from chemo, guess what? It comes back in just like if they was a baby. That hair has a whole nother texture to it. And so that's very interesting to see how it comes back in, because you have 3 types of hair. You have the lanugo hair, which is the baby hair, which the baby is born with. All that didn't shed inside of the womb is now sheds when they come out. Usually take about 4 months, 4 to 6 months, and all that baby hair is gone. So when you see people talk about, oh, I got to brush down my baby hair left long time ago. Okay, then you have vellus hair. Vellus hair is that hair that when it starts to return, it starts to miniaturize. You see those little tiny, tiny strands. Okay, then that means it is going back. You're losing that strand possibly. You don't want that. And then you have terminal hair. Terminal hair is what you're looking at on this picture here. This girl has a head full of terminal hair. And that's the hair you want to keep healthy. You want to keep it in the anagen stage and growing. Then we go into environment. Dr. Ross, go back one slide. Go back to the reason, yeah, right there. Not, okay, well, that one is CCCA, which is one of them, that one you're looking at right there, ladies. That particular slide is what has really plagued the African-American female. And that is, it starts in the top, you see right there, and it starts to spread out. And that is the central, starts in the top, centrifugal, it starts to spread out, cicatricial. It has inflammation and scar tissue, alopecia. Now, if this is one of the things that you experience, and you first start experiencing itchy area up in the central area, it starts, sometimes it has a little burning to it. That is a sign, not saying that is it, but that is a sign that you could be experiencing CCCA. I always tell my clients, if you go to a dermatologist, the only way they're gonna really be able to tell you got to get a biopsy. When you get a biopsy, it'll let them know what's happening in that area. Now, why is this supposedly a part of what could be happening? What causes it? It says hot comb. That's what it used to be called, hot comb alopecia. Then it's color. Color over a period of time could cause it. Relaxers, chemical straighteners could cause. Now they're saying chemical straighteners is causing ovarian cancer. So it's just amazes me what doctors and scientists and research are coming out with now. And then also fibroid tumors has been connected to CCCA. I was diagnosed with CCCA in its early stage, and I got on top of it with our hemp powered hair. Let me tell you, I panicked, I got on top of it. And let me tell you, it really did work for me, because I said to our CEO, I said, it got to work for me, because I cannot, not saying it was and not saying it wasn't, not saying it would work for everybody, but I just felt that it had to work for me to successfully share it with you. And I got great results. My hair is totally back full, and I'm excited about it. Did I use it the way they said? No, I used it every day. See, we make a decision to buy the product, but we don't make a commitment to use it. I made both decision and a commitment, and my hair is back. So we're moving right on along, Dr. Roz. Now back to this slide. You see this food that we have over here. Looks good, but it's not good for us. We also deal with stress. Everybody is stressing today. Even the pets are stressing, but it's how you deal with the stress. And we have gummies. And let me tell you, those gummies helps calm you down. And that's what it's all about. It's about being stress-free, or as much of it as possible. Then we talked about the medication, also genetics. If mama was losing her hair, or daddy was losing his, and those parents belong to you, it can be a great possibility. It could happen to you, and it could be accelerated. So you want to be very mindful, and you want to get in front of it. And I'll tell people how to get in front of it. It's by using hemp powered hair 3 times a week. Even if you feel that you don't have the hair issue of hair loss, you still should be in front of hair loss. And that is by using the product and using the system, okay? Then of course, environmental. What are you styling with? What are you going out into the environment? You know, a lot of people say, Doris, could you curl my hair? I only got it done 3 days ago. No, right now, because you have gotten, as soon as you walk out of the salon, as soon as you walk out the door, cleansing the hair, cleansing the scalp, the environment is there to attack. What type of tools are you using? There are certain tools you should not use for certain textures of hair, because it's not good. But, you know, we have to experience certain things to know that it does not work for us, okay? So those are reasons for hair loss. Now we get into today's reason, traction alopecia. What is traction alopecia? Traction alopecia is where we have repeatedly just did this tightening of the hair, okay? And what could happen? Traction alopecia is a type of hair loss caused by prolonged or repeated tension on the hair follicles. It is commonly seen in an individual who's frequently wear tight styles like braids, weaves, wigs. We do not have to tighten our hair so tight. The hair is going to grow. We cannot stop that. But when you go in constantly tightening it up in the same spot, it's going to cause some problems to the follicle. So we got to be very conscious of that. It's not going to go away if you continue to do the same thing every day. the ponytails was coming back popular. Where those ponytails were being anchored is where you're going to lose the hair over a period of time. And so we don't want to be pulling. It weakens the follicles and eventually leads to hair loss. Traction alopecia can be prevented by avoiding tight hairstyles. I know when I used to wear a weave, I used to get my weave done and they would braid me so tight until it looked like I was a different nationality. I would go in looking American and come out looking something else. But I got a free facelift on that one. And I would always try to get it when I was going out of town so it would pull everything back. But I was miserable. I couldn't lay my head on the pillow because it was hurting so bad. And some people would say, girl, I'm gonna get my hair braided, my weave put in, but I need to smoke a joint. I need to take some Excedrins. I was like, you have to do all that? That's not necessary. So over the year, I've stopped. I do still have some weaves in my closet. Everybody need to have at least one or two. So you can, you know, change around, but that did not become my habit. I just gave that up and just started wearing my own natural hair and be very happy. We have to stop the activity causing the tension, treating underlying scalp conditions, because you will eventually have some scalp conditions if you continue to anchor or to braid tight. And I see people with hairlines like the picture here. Now they continue to do that. Well, right now on her picture, you can't catch anything else, but continue to do that. What happens is it will be slick. There will be no more hair coming back there. And that will be so unfortunate, unfortunately for that person. Now you think about, remember Susan from, I think it's Ebony magazine. Susan don't have any hairline. Hers probably now back to her occipital area. And that's the area, if you line your nose up and go around, it's that area back here. She probably don't have anything, probably not wearing a weave or bald head. Stevie Wonder, another one. I had the opportunity to sculpt his scalp. Totally gone. That didn't have to happen. But whoever was doing him was braiding him so tight. And not only were they braiding him tight, they was braiding him and sewing it down. More attention. Another thing causes that is if you start looking at people today, they're wearing braids. They're wearing hair down below their butts. Now, this one girl, I was in Florida. Her braids were down to her ankles. Your follicles was not designed for that. You can't, that's a lot of weight. She had them down to her ankle. And I was like, boy, she's on her highway to hair loss. And wearing these weaves with hair down to your butt, that's not cool. You're attaching hair to your natural hair that's causing this to be very stressful on your follicles. You're going to eventually lose. You need to slow down, make some changes, stop doing it the way you're doing it, and deal with, reality. I say I wouldn't pass my bra if I was adding hair to my braids, because it's not the weight of it. First of all, when you braid in your hair individually, most of the time, they're braiding it with hair that is plastic. That's not good because you cut it into your natural hair fibers. How do I know it's plastic? Because I went to a manufacturer and on one side of this big machine, there was little tiny beads. When it made it through the machine onto the other side, guess what? It was hair. What else could it be but plastic? It will tear up your cuticle layer, which is your protective layer of your three parts of the hair strand. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you are not tearing up your own hair trying to wear somebody else's hair. That is what you don't want to do. So what do you want to do now? You've got to stop it. You done already caused damage to the follicle. So you want to heal the follicle and to give your hair rest. Now, when my daughter first got into television and movie, doing the hair for, they had to shave an inch of the hairline off. Why did they shave an inch off? Because that's where they set the wig down for the film. Now you're looking at the film and you're saying how beautiful that hair looked, not knowing it was a wig, but they were protecting the actress or actor's hairline by shaving it off. Once the movie was over, then they came back, took the wig off, allowed that hairline to grow back in, and they didn't lose any hair due to traction alopecia. That is the way it started out. When they gave us the opportunity to wear this hair, we went ballistic, and we're now just, I mean, everywhere you look, there's hair, hair, hair. And I said to my daughter one day, I said, "Look, Lily, what you think would happen if they came over to America? Because there's no way they're getting this hair to supply the world. They're making this hair. This hair is somewhat not 100% human." And she said, "Mama, I don't know what we would do," because she loved wearing it, but she knows how to wear it. She has a beautiful head of hair, beautiful hairline. She wears the hair as an option. But I told her, I said, you go into the store to purchase hair and it says it's 100% human, ask to see 2 packs of the same hair. Take it out of the pack, lay it on the counter. If it's identical, it is not 100% human, because no human have the same hair. You can't find the same hair on both humans' head, okay, to be identical. So that let me know that is manufactured hair, or it has some mixed in hair that will, and all you have to do is keep putting heat on it and it'll start stiffening it up. So those are ways you can test to see whether or not you have 100% human. Now, how do we go in and make this hair healthy? Make your follicles healthy. That is, the first thing is to do is to get your hemp powered hair. Now, what is hemp powered hair about? What is in hemp powered hair? I always start out with black seed oil. Why? Because black seed oil helps render your scalp from being itchy. Okay, that's important, because if your scalp is itchy, 9 times out of 10, you're going to pick up anything to relieve that itchiness, and most of the time you may damage that follicle because it only lies about 3 to 4 points beneath the epidermis, and you can easily damage that follicle. So then we have peppermint oil. Wow, I love the peppermint oil because what it does is it stimulates the blood circulation. Plus, when you're using the peppermint oil opens up your pores. It opens up your, just make it, the smell relaxes you. And when it relaxes you, it allows the blood to flow easier. And that's what you want to do. Then we have rosemary. The rosemary oil in there helps block the DHT. And we've talked about DHT. If you've been with me, we've talked about DHT. So the rosemary oil blocks the DHT, which can destroy the follicle by choking out the nutrients. Then we have clove. Now, clove is that oil that helps slow down shedding. Shedding is a natural process, so we won't be able to stop it, but you don't want it to become excessive. That's important. Pumpkin seed oil. Pumpkin seed oil deals with the inflammation. You got to get inflammation out of the body, because what inflammation does, it destroys the cells and the tissue and all of that. And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to destroy the body. Right here, Dr. Ross, great. And so we're dealing with we're dealing with the rosemary oil. Rosemary oil gets rid of and blocks the DHT. Then we have the coconut, the MCT coconut oil. It is a great oil because you really mix in the other oils with it, and it combines with other nutrients. That is a great growth process. Then we have the baobab. Baobab provides us with the vitamin C and the iron, and it is coming from a tree of life out of Africa. We need vitamin C. We need iron. Okay, some people have become iron deficiency, but you don't want to become iron deficiency. You want the oil. We already dealt with peppermint. Then cinnamon. Cinnamon is a great antioxidant because it gets rid of those free radicals. And those free radicals are another thing, just running around destroying things in the body. The lemon oil is a great antiseptic. Now, we got to keep that scalp cleansed. Why? Because skin is the largest organ of elimination. And if you can't get the toxins out, you won't be able to get hemp powered in. And that's important. And again, when you're scoping, once you become a healing hair day consultant, when you're scoping, you're looking for the clogged pores. You're looking for the distance between the follicles. You're looking for inflammation. Those are the three things I always say. If I see any of those, you're on your highway to hair loss. And we're going to do some detouring. And detouring is we're going to get into our saving our strands. And then, and again, you cannot continue to condition over conditioner. That's where the lemon oil coming at. It's cleansing that top layer of hair, the cuticle layer, so you can get to the rest of the hair shaft. You now can condition over a clean cuticle. Also, we have our wild salmon oil. The wild salmon oil are the omega-3s. It makes that hair strong and it gives it great shine. And all of this is coming from the natural process, not from any unnatural, unhealthy ingredients to the body. And then, of course, we have the CBD. CBD brings the body back into balance. It's looking for CBD. It's looking for the fact that the body needs to be brought back to balance, and CBD oil in our hemp-powered hair makes it happen. So we want to make sure everybody, not one body, but everybody has a bottle of our hemp-powered hair. Even if you think you have a thick head of hair, you want to continue that, because my grandmother used to tell us, keep having birthdays. Keep having birthdays, you're going to see some difference. But if you stay on top of it, you may not be one of those ones that find themselves on the losing side after a long period and trying to catch up. That's very important. So traction alopecia, you want to really get on top of that with the hemp-powered hair to promote growth. In severe cases, you want to stay with the hemp-powered hair. You want to get into the SOS system, and that is the shampoo. Now the shampoos are 3-in-1. It cleanses the, now this was me. Everybody don't know that, you guys, but this was me before and after. And 2 months later, my daughter had me on a journey, okay? But my hair all came back, and I am just as excited as I can be. But we have the 3-in-1 shampoo. And the 3-in-1 shampoo, now you can shampoo your hair. Remember, hair is an appendage of skin. So being that it's an appendage of skin, you could put it on the body now. You can body wash with it, which is an awesome way. I just shampoo my hair, just come on right down on my face and deep cleanse the pores on my face, exfoliate the skin on my face as well as that on my scalp. And then we have our detangler, our conditioner detangler, which hair tangles at the ends, not at the scalp. So when you towel dry your hair after shampooing it, spray the detangler on really good and start combing from the ends to the scalp. You'll find that you break off less hair. It'll be easy to manage, and the hair feels so good. And I always like to add a little oud oil to mine in the end. That oud oil was really formulated for your skin, but I use it on the hair because, again, hair is an appendage of skin. And what it does, it protects that hair from the heat. And men, we didn't forget you. We have the beard oil. The beard oil, it helps thickens in the beard. It also helps promotes the hair on the head. So if you're having hair loss issues, men, and you feel that hemp-powered hair was formulated for ladies, you could use that also. But we do have the beard and hair oil for you to have in your cabinet to make sure you're using it the way it should be used, or if you're using it like I use it the way I felt would be beneficial for me, and that was every day, and it worked. Okay, so if you have any questions, by all means, you're all on the panel side, so you just unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hold on, let me pull over a few more people. We got some more people over on the attendee side, Miss Diana and Miss Anna. I'll let you guys come over if you'd like, talk to Miss Doris. And if you want to cut your camera on, you're welcome to do so, because she'd love to see your head. But you don't have to.
You guys have any questions? I don't know all the answers, but if I don't, I'll look them up and get back with you.
Am I unmuted now?
You can talk, and you can, if you want to come on the other side where you can put your camera
Am
on.
I, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, Miss Diana.
Hi. Oh, this was so much information. I am so glad I'm on my phone because I was out, but I was determined I was going to get on today. It was just so much information. I'm going to go back and hopefully this has been recorded.
I believe so.
Oh, wonderful. I can't wait to go back and listen to it again and again and again. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. So welcome. All of my future consultants really should take
Me.
Okay,
Yeah.
take advantage of these Monday classes because they're gonna get a lot of information. You know, I've been in the industry for 49 years and for about 15 as a trichologist. So it's a lot of information, but you want to know as much as you can know. That way, the frequent asked questions, you will know some of the answers, if not all of them. And those that you don't know, don't filibuster around on. Just say, I don't know, I'll get back with you. And that's okay. I'd rather somebody tell me that. Because most of the time, people know the answer already when they ask you. They want to make sure you know it.
Well, I learned today to not comb my hair from the root. Well, I just try to comb it in where I can comb it to just get the naps out. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm just keeping it real. So
Okay, and I'm
starting
gonna
at
share.
the ends.
It tangles at the end, but I'm gonna share something else with you guys. There's only two parts to hair. There's a shaft and it's the root. The root is that beneath the epidermis. We do not work on the roots. The shaft is above the epidermis. That's what we work on. So when I refer to hair, I'm referring to the hair near the scalp or the hair or the root. And if I say root, that means you going beneath and we don't go beneath. You guys follow me on that? Two parts to hair, root and the shaft.
Root and the shaft.
The root and the shaft. And the shaft is what we work on. Once it comes above the epidermis, there's no feeling, none of that, unless you pull. And if you pull, of course, you're pulling the beneath. You pull it into the skin, but we don't work on the root. When people tell me, oh, Doris, don't forget to press my root. Really? You want me to really press your roots? I have to go beneath the skin. So I try to educate my clients not to ask for the root to be done nothing to. Don't forget to color my root. I'm gonna get my roots colored today. I'm gonna get my roots relaxed today. No, you get your new growth relaxed, not your roots. Okay, everybody understand?
Yes, I have a question from that. A lot of times it's like trimming the ends. What does that really do? You're just trimming the ends because the hair grow from the root, not from the ends.
Exactly. You're shaping, you're cutting the ends off, because if you don't cut the ends off, it splits. If you put two fingers together and start opening up, that's what happens to the ends. And let me tell you another trick. Take a piece of white paper and comb a section of your hair over that paper. Where you see the hair becomes the darkest is where you need to cut it down to stop the
Huh.
splitting of the ends.
Say that again, please.
Okay, take a sheet of white paper,
Okay.
put it up against your head,
Mhm.
and comb down just a little section of your hair on that paper.
Okay.
Where you see the hair, when you see the hair darkens, that's where you need to cut it up to the ends, cut the ends off to that point.
Well, I don't know
Mm.
how my hair, because I color my hair, but
You still can see it. You can still see it. It doesn't matter if it's colored. You can still see it.
okay.
Where your ends need to be cut off is very fragile and very thin. Doesn't matter what color it is.
Okay.
Where it starts to darken is where you need to cut it up to. Because if not, you have not stopped the splitting of the ends.
And
So
what
you're
does the
saying the
splitting
end part
do?
is
Does
gonna
that,
be very light.
Exactly. That's where you need to cut it off, where it's thin looking and fragile looking. Eliminate that to the,
all right.
to the darkness. Against a
Yeah.
white sheet of paper, you'll be able to see. It doesn't matter what color your hair is.
All right. Thank
Looks
you
like-
so much.
Looks like
This is-
Muriel might
this-
have had a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can see me, but I'm glad you can see me. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, a question I have is how healthy is brushing your hair? And does it matter what type of bristles are in the hair?
Yes, it is very, take your
I
lead out.
I
lead
feel
out.
like brushing it is pulling more out of it, pulling more out of it out.
Okay, mute your phone out, whoever that has the background noise. What you want to do is brush into the scalp, then come on out onto the hair. It's just like putting the brush down and rolling the brush over and brush on out onto the scalp. Not excessive brushing, but
Okay.
you want to brush because it stimulates the blood. And it will not be pulling out your hair if you do it the way I say. Just set the brush down on your scalp, roll it over, and as you roll it all the way over, then you pull it out, pull it on out. It's now this after you've combed it out now.
Okay.
Pull it out
Okay.
from the scalp, from the ends to the scalp.
Gotcha.
Then you go on the scalp
Right.
and stimulate the scalp. That's where the blood is. That's where the blood supply is. So you stimulating the scalp instead of the hair itself.
Okay. Okay. And does it matter whether it's boar bristle or nylon bristles or?
You boar bristle. You want a soft, you don't want a hard bristle brush, but
Okay.
boar is better, not plastic.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Lil Nash, did you have a question? I saw you unmuted.
Yes, I did. I couldn't see you, so I wasn't sure that you could hear me because I got in kind of late. But I have thin hair on the top as well. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so what I wanted to do was understand the system. I use the shampoo, but I heard you say that you let it run down your face as well.
No, I said, if it does, I just wash my face with it. Because yes, it is now a shampoo that is a body wash also.
Okay, I missed that part. Okay.
Mhm.
And so the whole system, I'm sorry, but I wanted the whole system because I want to make sure, because I have the thin spots on both sides.
Okay.
And I've been using the oil that the men use for the beard, the beard one that you have. But and I've just been putting it all in the top at least once a day. But I go from one extreme to the other because I'll use it twice a day if it's going to help me fill in my hair. I'm kind of vain like that, because
That's me. I did the same thing. Don't worry, honey. But look, this is what you want to get in the system. You want to get the shampoo, the detangler, the hemp powered hair, and the oud oil.
What kind of oil? The oud?
The oud oil. It's the
Oud
glow.
oil.
The oud oil.
It's called Glow Naked.
Oh yes, I was using that on my body though.
You can use it on your hair also.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I didn't know that. That's why I need the training. Okay, so use that on my hair and my body.
It's
Uh-huh.
wonderful on the hair, honey. It is
Oh,
wonderful on the hair.
Sweet.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Okay. Okay. I thank you so much because I need to know how to put everything together. And I was just hitting and missing, and I hadn't called Dr. Kim because I felt like I was being a nuisance. But anyway, I love the trainings. I love the app, and you guys are doing an amazing job. So I'm trying to get all the trainings in. So
Thank you. And
Thank-
share it, you guys. Don't be selfish.
I won't.
Share the
won't.
Monday calls, the Monday Zooms, because if you are planning to be a future Healing Hair Day consultant, the more these
Healing Hair Day
you
consultant.
come on, the better you're going to be out there as you deliver the message.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You
I-
wash your hair every day?
Pardon me?
You wash your hair every day and
Oh,
use the treatment?
no. No, I don't, because of the way I wear it. Like right now, I have it in a twist. No, I paid too much money to shampoo this every day, and I wouldn't be able to get it back right.
Mhm.
So no, I shampoo about every 2 weeks, but I use my oil now 3 times a week, because my
Three
hair
times.
3 times a week, and I put it on in between my twists.
I'm at the in the pool 3 times a week. I didn't go today because of the storm threat, and they'll make us get out of the pool. I don't want to waste my time, so I have to wash my hair at least 3 times a week.
Well, that's good. Is that how you wear it? The way I'm looking at it on the picture? You wear it?
Well, I got it. I blew it dry. I haven't done this for a while, but I don't know. Are you seeing me now?
I'm seeing your picture. Is this? That's not who is it? Oh, Valerie.
Now you seeing me? I don't know if I just have it. So I finally got home and I'm on my laptop. I'm on my iPad now.
Okay.
And it's just so I don't think I'm able to be seen.
No,
can
And
be
probably
seen.
it's a good thing because I'm not that I matter. I mean, it's okay.
but you know what?
I just promoted you as a panelist, so you can.
Oh, let me just come on here and see. Let me.
It's okay if you shampoo your hair every other day or either every day. When Oprah Winfrey had her show, they shampooed her every day, but it's what you're shampooing with that makes a difference.
Can you see her,
And
Ms. Mosley?
I'm not, is that, yeah. No, I see Diana.
That's
Diana,
who
get
you're
up.
talking to.
Oh, I thought I was talking to Valerie.
No, that was Diana.
Diana, I see you, girl. It's okay to shampoo your
She's
hair.
muted. She's trying to talk, but she's
You're
muted.
muted, Diana. You're muted.
I'm talking, just running my mouth. But
I
see,
know.
what I did was I blew it dry and just usually I don't dry it. I just wear it natural and do a twist and then just pull it out and let it do what it do. Because I had something special to go to the weekend, and today I haven't even bothered to comb it too much. But anyway.
Okay, well, no, you can shampoo your hair as often as you like. It's what you're shampooing with.
Okay, I'm using the well, I have still some of the older product where the shampoo and then the conditioner. So I'm using my Wakana product still.
Right.
Because I like to share it at the Y, trying to get somebody to order some. But now when I run out of the shampoo, I'll go with the three in one.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, you can do it because of the ingredients that's in our shampoo. You can do that with no problem.
Yeah. It is wonderful because you don't need but about a size of a dime or a quarter. And I'm telling you, that suds from that. It is unbelievable.
Well, that's what I tell people, to look at how much you're saving, how many applications, and if a hairstylist is using, how much she can gain. That is important.
Yeah.
Dr. Mosley, this is my Mitchell. How you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Okay. I just wanted to let you know, your last session last Monday was so motivating with the scalp facial, and
Uh-huh.
I it was on Juneteenth, and so I did one, and I was calling it freeing my follicles.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I did a Facebook demonstration. I actually went on Facebook and did my hair and everything. So, you know, if you guys want to look at it, for people who don't know about it, because I went through the steps of what I did. And I just want to say that adding that peppermint, which my daughter was always telling me is really good to add the peppermint to your any kind of process that you're doing, especially if you have an itchy scalp or something like that. Oh my goodness, it was so stimulating and so nice. So
Oh,
if any of
that's
you guys
so
want to see it,
good.
it's
That
on
was good.
Facebook. Yeah, and you know, you guys feel free to use it, you know.
Doris, I'm wondering if the water temperature makes a difference when you're shampooing. I noticed that if I use a really warm setting, it kind of helps to break loose the grease or dirt or what have you. But then when I rinse the conditioner, I mean, after all the shampoo, then I use a cooler setting. Does any of that matter? I mean, is the hair going to
It does.
get clean even if it's not hot water?
You should use tepid water for shampooing, not too hot, not cold. And
Okay.
when you're rinsing the conditioner out, you want to calm the water down a little cooler so it closes the cuticle layer as well as your scalp.
Oh, okay. So the cooler water closes the cuticle layer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys are amazing. I love my students every week.
All right.
And so your consultants are going to be after the training called Healing Hair Consultants.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that. I want to be on in the number.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna take it out to the world.
I can't wait.
If Mary Kay can do it with her makeup, we can do it with our hair care product.
Amen.
This is Muriel. I have a question. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes.
Okay, my question is, I'm new to this. I should say, not you all, but to the hair loss, which is unfortunate. However, and my hairdresser is doing a lot of what you all have said. And right now I'm resting it with braids and a sew-in, and it's my first time with that. Are they cooperative about using your product if I'm lazy about doing it myself? I'd rather go to her.
Oh,
So how
yes.
has that worked?
You're saying if you take your product to your hairstylist?
Right.
Yes,
Right.
they usually are cooperative. Now they may have you to sign something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know their procedure. But I had my cousin to take the product to her stylist. And after her stylist starts seeing the results, because she didn't want to lose a client of that many years. So
Yeah, that's what I've got, about 30 years.
oh yeah, she wanted to cooperate with her and use the product. But after she's seen the results, she became a distributor.
Okay.
So that was a plus. But my cousin hair is so beautiful. Every time I see her now, she lives in Florida, but when we all get together, I'll be like, Alice, your hair is so pretty.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's a motivating factor for that stylist to
Okay.
become a distributor.
Right, because I've been going to her weekly now just to try to get it done, but I'm wearing this the sew-in, and it's okay, and it was very tight with the basic braid, but it loosened up really, really well.
Yeah, well, see,
So
that's what I'm saying. And let me share something with you. Ask her to take, this is a way you can put the hemp-powered hair onto your hair. So you don't want to worry about that added hair.
okay.
But you want to take about an ounce of water and put in about 12 drops of hemp-powered hair.
Okay.
And go, listen to what you do. You go under the dryer and you dry 50%. Okay. Then
Okay.
you come out, shake it up, and have her to spray it on your braids, not the fake hair, your braids. Then you go back under the dryer and dry 100%. Because if you're not
Oh.
drying 100%, you can end up with mildew.
Oh, no, okay.
When you
That's what-
use,
I
yeah,
really need that. Thank
when
you.
you use it the way I'm telling you as a treatment, then you don't have to worry about losing a lot of hair, because remember, no matter if your hair is braided down, twisted down, whatever
Okay.
stationary hairstyle is in, it's still gonna shed what it's
Oh.
gonna shed every day.
Okay.
But you didn't get it out, okay? So when you take it down and comb it out, using your detangler, you're gonna get out all that hair that detached that wasn't able to get out.
Okay. Now,
To
what's the
use
what's the product I'm using again? I just forgot to write that down.
hemp powered hair.
Hemp powered hair, and that's what I put the drops on.
Yes, you put the drops in the water in a spray bottle.
Okay, and what's the product again? Hemp.
Hemp powered hair.
Okay, I got it this time. Thank you.
Now, but first you go under the dryer and dry 50%
Okay, of my hair.
with your weave and wig, whatever you got on your hair. You say you got a weave.
I got you. I got you.
Okay, then after that, you come out from under the dryer, have your hairstylist to spray your braids only. And go back
Okay.
under the dryer, go back under the dryer and dry 100%.
Okay.
You will find that you're gonna shed less hair and your hair is gonna be much healthier.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
So in between those dryers, I'm actually combing it through.
Yeah, you combing it. No, you're not gonna comb that through, because that is for your hair. Your hair is
Okay.
braided down.
Yeah, it
Whatever-
is. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
whatever
That's
you
right.
put on the other hair, that's on the store-bought hair,
Use that store-bought, right?
right? Yeah, but for your hair is what I'm concerned about, and that is the
Thank you.
braids. That is the braid.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I kind of got off track on that. Yeah, we're trying to grow my hair, not the other hair.
Right,
Thank you.
exactly.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
You are
She
so
got you, Tony. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Thank you. I need you, ladies. I need you.
All right, everybody, this has been fantastic. And listen, same place, same station, same time, every Monday. This wealth of knowledge from this woman of God is just amazing. So let's get the word out. If everybody here, go out and tell 5 more people.
exactly. I'm looking for you guys. I'm depending on this team right here. Very
Okay.
All right. So
All
everybody
right.
have a great
Okay.
So much. This
afternoon.
was awesome.
Thank you. I learned a lot.
you.
I really
Yes.
learned a
Thank
lot.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, this is
Thank you,
Bye
Miss
for
Doris.
now.
This is Anna.
You
I
are
learned a
welcome.
lot also.
All right.
so welcome.
Thank
All
you,
right.
ladies. Have a great week.
you too.
Okay, you guys make it a great one.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, John Boy.
Bye. Good night.